Good afternoon, Seagulls. Thank you for joining us for today's briefing. I hope that everyone enjoyed spring break and that you took some time to relax, take care of yourself, and enjoy time with family and friends. I sure did. We're in the home stretch of the semester now, and I'm confident that we will all finish strong. Because of your efforts, the campus continues to be a very safe place for students, faculty, and staff. The metrics we're tracking continue to trend in the right direction, and as the weather gets nicer outside, I want to encourage you to find ways to engage in campus activities such as Giving Day, the follow-up to the Anti-Racism Summit, the Flock Party, and Multicultural Week. More information about these events is online and will also be sent to you via email. If you look at the dashboard on the coronavirus testing page, you'll note a slight change in how the data are presented, and that's done to make rates clearer, given that there have been fewer positives as compared to when the pandemic started. The FDA and the CDC have approved a second booster dose for those who are 50 years and over, as well as for certain immunocompromised individuals. If you're over 50, you can simply sign up online, if you want to. If you believe you are eligible based on a health condition, please email or call Campus Health for additional instructions. I also want you to know that we've been busy making some progress on some long-term goals for Salisbury University. I'll be discussing those in more detail at the State of the University address on Wednesday, April 20th. Please be sure to join us. Before we answer questions, I wanted to share news about a recent hire, or actually a rehire. Mr. Vaughn White, who served SU for roughly 4 decades, is coming back to continue his outstanding work on diversity initiatives on this campus. He will focus on strengthening the Powerful Connections program while also working with the Multicultural Alliance and helping to onboard new staff members in our Office of Diversity and Inclusion. In the coming weeks and months, you'll hear more about Vaughn's role, but I wanted to share this exciting news with the campus as soon as I'm able. Now, I'm going to turn things over to Eli for a few questions that have come in. Eli Maudlin, yours.
Thank you, Dr. White. So the first question is about building access. At the start of the pandemic, buildings were locked and you needed to use your Gall card to get into the buildings. At this time, that's going to remain in place, and facilities, the University Police Department, as well as the executive staff will work together over the summer to make determinations about building access moving forward. This question is related to clearance for graduation and other special events. So a student is not required to be cleared through the campus health system to attend the grad walk or commencement activities. With that said, certainly any student that is in quarantine or isolation unfortunately should not be in attendance on campus on those days. As it relates to guest and community members for special events, they're still asked to complete the visitor screening, but there are no other requirements for those individuals. The president talked about the booster shot being available to those 50 and over or with eligible for others that are eligible. If you have any questions about that, you should call or email Campus Health. You can still sign up on the time tap system, and this is not a requirement. This is, as the president mentioned, a choice for those who are eligible for the second round of boosters. This next question is about masks in the classrooms. So the executive staff has decided to keep masks in the classrooms in place for now. I think it's likely that this will remain in place at least through the end of this semester. It's certainly something that continues to come to the table, but the masks are in place in the classrooms at this time for now. That concludes the questions and this week's briefing. Thank you for joining.